Hello, I'm Lynn Goodwin, the Human Services Director for the City of Lebanon. I've worked for the Human Services Office since 2013, and I'm going to give you a snapshot of homelessness in Lebanon and what the city is doing to address it. For those of you who don't know, New Hampshire state law, specifically RSA 165, requires that whenever a person in any town is poor and unable to support themselves, they shall be relieved and maintained by the overseers of public welfare in that town, whether or not they have residents there. Lebanon Human Services administers welfare assistance for the city. Shelter is a basic need, so we assist those who are unable to meet their basic need for shelter on their own. Given the rising costs of housing in Lebanon, we partner with many human service agencies to provide homeless services for our unhoused neighbors and housing stabilization services for our neighbors who are at risk of becoming unhoused. Our partners include the Upper Valley Haven, Listen, Tri-County CAP, WISE, West Central Behavioral Health, Headrest, the HIV/HCV Resource Center, TLC Recovery Center, Waypoint, the Upper Valley Senior Center, Catholic Charities, and Southwestern Community Services Shelter in Claremont. In order to understand the breadth of homelessness in Lebanon, our community has engaged in 4 different homeless counts over the past 2 years. In January 2023, we conducted a point-in-time count for Lower Grafton County. The PIT count is an annual nationwide count of homelessness for one night during the last week of January. 16 unsheltered individuals were found living in a place not meant for human habitation, such as a tent, camper, vehicle, outbuilding, or on the street. 62 individuals were sheltered in motel rooms. In August 2023, we did a summer count for Lower Grafton County. The summer count's not a formal PIT count, but we use similar criteria for counting homeless individuals. We counted 31 unsheltered individuals and 1 individual sheltered in a motel room. The January 2024 point-in-time count for Lower Grafton County yielded 15 unsheltered individuals and 20 who were sheltered in emergency shelters, motel rooms, or transitional housing. Our August 2024 summer count for Lower Grafton County yielded 34 unsheltered individuals and 12 that were sheltered in emergency shelters, motel rooms, or transitional housing. The unsheltered numbers for the 2 PIT counts were comparable, 16 in 2023 and 15 in 2024. Sheltered numbers for the 2 point-in-time counts were markedly different, 62 in 2023 and 20 in 2024. The sharp decrease is because the CAP agencies in 2023 had state contracts to administer COVID-era funding, including the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Those funds could be used to pay for motel stays for households that would otherwise be experiencing unsheltered homelessness. Unsheltered numbers for the 2 summer counts yielded a slight increase, 31 in 2023, 34 in 2024. And our sheltered numbers increased from 1 in 2023 to 12 in 2024. The Human Services Office provides many services to assist those who are unhoused or to help those from becoming unhoused. We provide rental assistance for eligible households for eviction prevention. We provide security deposits and first month's rent for eligible households to secure housing. We provide motel assistance for eligible households who need temporary emergency housing but cannot access a shelter bed or are not appropriate for a congregate living environment. And of course, we refer people to shelter for temporary emergency housing, sometimes including shelter sponsorship, which is a payment of a nightly rate for the shelter. This past winter, we stood up the Lebanon Emergency Winter Shelter. From January 25th through April 15th, 53 unique individuals utilized the shelter, representing 658 bed nights with an overall average of 8 guests per night. We plan to partner with the Upper Valley Haven again to operate the shelter for up to 120 days this coming winter. The Human Services Office also distributes tents, tarps, sleeping bags, and other camping supplies, which are donated by community members or purchased by Tri-County CAP with Grafton County Cold Weather Shelter Funds. While helpful for those who have no other option for shelter, it's difficult to provide these supplies without being able to refer folks to where they can safely camp in the city. There are no sanctioned camping spots with the exception of Boston Lawn, and a permit's required to camp there on a very limited basis. This past summer, we used the Lebanon Winter Shelter for pop-up health clinics. This was a collaboration of Dartmouth Health, including Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center and Alice Peck Day Hospital, Good Neighbor Health Clinic, the city's mobile integrated health program, which is our community paramedic and our community nurses, and the many service provider agencies already mentioned in this video. Free walk-in health services were provided for the unhoused community at these pop-up health clinics. Services included wound care, HIV, HCV testing, help finding a doctor, help with medications, help applying for health insurance, food stamps, or housing, showers, and a safe place to rest. Food, harm reduction kits, camping and outdoor supplies, gift cards to licensed thrift stores, and gift cards for haircuts were also provided. There are many other ways that Human Services works to address homelessness in Lebanon, including facilitating a monthly Housing First coalition meeting. Housing First is about to launch a brand new landlord risk mitigation fund to encourage landlords to rent to Section 8 housing choice voucher holders. If you would like to join Housing First, participate in our homeless counts, volunteer at the Lebanon Emergency Winter Shelter, or help raise funds for the new Landlord Risk Mitigation Fund, please contact me at the Human Services Office. And remember, housing ends homelessness, shelter saves lives, and working together is what works. Thank you.